We're going to explain a covered call from the ground up, using NVDA as the concrete example. And the goal is to understand both why it works and exactly how the money is made. A covered call means owning shares of a stock and selling someone else the right to buy those shares at a fixed price in the future. The word covered matters because the shares are already owned. There is no borrowing, no leverage, and no unlimited risk. So imagine holding NVDA stock and being willing to sell it at a certain price anyway. Instead of just waiting, we collect cash today by selling that promise in advance. That cash is the option premium.
And it is received immediately. Now let's make this concrete. Suppose NVDA is trading at $600 per share. We buy 100 shares. Because one option contract always represents 100 shares. That costs $60,000. Next, we sell one call option on NVDA. Assume the call has a strike price of $650 and expires in about 1 month. Assume the option premium is $12 per share. That means we receive $1,200 in cash immediately. At this point, two things are already true. First, we own 100 shares of NVDA. Second, we have $1,200 in cash that is ours no matter what happens next. That premium effectively reduces the cost of the shares. Although we paid $600 per share, the $12 collected brings the effective cost basis down to $588 per share. This number will matter when we talk about break-even. Now let's talk about what can happen at expiration. There are only 3 meaningful scenarios, and they cover everything. First scenario, NVDA finishes below $650. In this case, the call option expires worthless. The buyer would not want to buy shares at $650 when the market price is lower. Nothing happens to the shares. We keep all 100 shares. And we keep the full $1,200 premium. This is the ideal situation for a covered call. The stock did not run past the strike, and the premium becomes pure income. Second scenario, NVDA finishes exactly at or slightly below $650. This is really the same outcome. The option still expires worthless, the shares stay in our account, and the premium is still ours. We also benefit from any stock appreciation up to that level. NVDA finishes above $650. Now the option is in the money, and assignment will almost certainly occur. That means the shares are sold at $650 per share. This part is crucial. Even if NVDA is trading at $700, the shares are sold at $650 because that was the agreement. The upside above $650 was given away in exchange for the premium. Now let's calculate the profit in that case. The stock gain is $650 minus $600, which is $50 per share. Across 100 shares, that is $5,000. We then add the option premium of $1,200. So the total profit is $6,200. That $6,200 is the maximum possible profit for this trade. No matter how high NVDA goes, the profit does not increase beyond that point. Now let's talk about losses. The position loses value just like owning the stock would. The key difference is that the premium provides a buffer. The break-even price is $600 minus $12, which is $588. As long as NVDA stays above $588 at expiration, the overall position is profitable. So the risk profile looks like this. Downside risk is similar to owning the stock, but slightly reduced. Upside potential is capped at the strike price. We receive guaranteed income up front. This leads directly to the intuition behind covered calls. A covered call is a strategy that performs best when the stock moves sideways or rises modestly. It intentionally sacrifices explosive upside in order to generate consistent income. Another way to think about it is this. If we were already happy selling NVDA at $650, then selling the call simply pays us for waiting. If NVDA never reaches $650, we get paid and keep the stock. If NVDA does reach $650, we sell at a price we already accepted, plus we keep the premium. So the money comes from two sources. One source is the option premium collected immediately. The other source is stock appreciation up to the strike price.
That is the essence of a covered call. We are monetizing time and volatility by selling upside we are willing to give away, while keeping ownership of the stock until that upside is reached.
End prosody. End voice.